What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. I'm making a self-sufficient stamina warden build. The idea of this build came from me playing Battlegrounds, but it could also be used in Cyrodiil and open world PvP. So here it is. So of course we're a warden, and I picked orc for this build for a few reasons. For one, we have increased max health and max stamina. Increased healing received, which is one of the most important parts, and we do more damage with melee attacks and we move quicker and it costs less. That's an important part as well. Now our stats. Unbuffed, we have 1600 stam recovery, 2100 stam, 1600 magic recovery, my bad, 21,000 health, 22,000 max stam, 16,000 max magic. And those stats look low, but I'll explain how this build works as we go on. On buff, we have 2,500 weapon damage and 40% or 39% weapon crit. We have low critical resistance because we're on the PTS and we're not running in pen. We have 11k physical resist and 12k spell resist unbuffed. We're stage 4 vampire. We're using the warrior mundus and we're using magic and stamina recovery drinks. Now fully buffed, we have 4,000 weapon damage, 17,000 spell resist, and 17,000 physical. Now, when we put everything together, because we have a weapon enchant, after the weapon enchant procs and we dodge roll, we're gonna have 4,400 weapon damage. Now, if you do all that, with a pot, we have 2,600 stam recovery and 2,000 magic recovery. And we don't stack into magic recovery at all in our build. It's just solely from the potions and a few other things. So we have 32 points into each, because basically this build, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a hybrid build, but it functions as one. And the idea that basically we're going to be doing damage with stamina based abilities, and we're going to keep ourselves alive with magicka based abilities. And we're using a healing staff and a two-hand sword, which is out of the ordinary. Now for our abilities, we have dizzying swing, stampede, and reverse slice. The reason I went with stampede is I would rather take the snare over the small amount of damage that will come from critical rush, and it allows us to hit our dizzying swings and subterranean assaults a lot easier. And then reverse slice over execute, just because I want the AoE damage. Rallies, heal, and magic brutality, and dawnbreaker smiting. Then we have the magicka morph of fungal growth, which is basically as a short-term heal, but more also just to recover our magic and stamina, as it gives us minor intellect, minor endurance. Our biggest heal is really in a combination of a few things. We're gonna have rally going at all times, as well as mutagen, so it's a constant heal. And then in a bad moment, we can use both of these abilities to get quick heals. And our armor sets also complement our healing. So we have Ice Fortress just to add on to our takiness and give us minor protection. And Bird of Prey is what allows us to move, increases our stamina recovery, and we do increase damage. So you do the 8% stamina recovery there, 10% from this. You could bump it up quite a bit, as you can see here. This is without a pot. With a pot, it's not even showing. I think it's glitched or something, but the point is we have an insane amount of stamina recovery. You can get to 3,000 when it's not messed up, which is incredibly good. The reason why we want high stamina recovery, for one, is because we have low max stam, but more importantly, we get our damage from dodge rolling. So to dodge roll, we need a lot of stamina recovery. So we have Senchei's Bite, which is just a dodge roll weapon damage set, as well as Way of the Air, which is also you dodge roll and you increase your weapon damage. For the armor also we have Chokethorn, and the reason we're using this is because we don't have an insane amount of burst healing. What we do have is insane healing over time. And since this procs every 10 seconds, the idea is when you really need the healing will come. So, you know, you can be fighting on your front bar, and when you really need healing, more than likely, something like this. See, I just popped Rally and I got this. And that's a 22,000 health heal over 4 seconds, which is insanely good. So that basically allows us to proc solely into damage and do as much damage as possible without really having to worry about healing much and resistances. Because of the fact that we're using Rally and Mutagen and Rally, we're gonna get that 15% proc in a matter of seconds if they're all going together, and that's gonna be our insane burst heal. Ideally, you want impen on all this gear. This is not impen, it's divines because I'm on the PTS. You can have one light and one heavy wherever. Preferred, you could have a light belt and a heavy chest. Do 2 pieces of health enchants, everything else try enchant. For the accessories, have 3-piece robust, or you could do, you know, you could change that to Magicka, or you could do whatever you really wanted here, but I have 3 robust and 3 weapon damage. Keep in mind, none of this stuff is purple, gold except for these, so if you get this to gold, your stats will look even higher. And we have a great sword, and ideally we'd want Nurenhond here, and on the back bar we'd want defending, and so we have our weapon enchant on the front, and we have magic damage and restoring stamina, and this is so when on our back bar we can heavy attack and do a tremendous amount of recovery. And that's the purpose of the heavy attacks from the restoration staff. We're trying to get our resources back. So we could be on our back bar, dodge rolling, an incredible amount, healing, and then if we really need to, we can heavy attack and get a tremendous amount of stamina back. So that's the way of thinking there. Now champion points. These are not perfect, I don't know the exact math, but this is what I put in. I put 31 to Warlord, so Rig Free Cross is low, and 31 to Sprinter, which synergizes with the fact that we're an Orc, giving us a 30% reduced cost of sprinting. We have 49 to Arcanist and 49 to Mooncalf to bump up both recoveries. 17 in Tenacity to, again, help our heavy attacks and give us more magic and stamina. And 73 in Tumbling due to the fact that we need to dodge roll a lot. 48 in Elfborn and 49 in the Blessed increase our healing, which is something that's important with this build because we want to be self-efficient. And then increasing our critical hits with our magic abilities, which covers mostly Mutagen and Enchanted Growth, as well as our ultimate, which is Life Giver. Now, in this tree we have nothing, and in this tree we have 49 in the Mighty, 55 in the Piercing, and 49 in Precise Strikes. This covers our stamina-based damage, our weapon-based damage, so we put everything into that. We have 49 in Resistant, and 5 in the Spell Shield, 49 into Elemental Defender, and 49 into Hardy, and 49 into Thick Skinned, and 49 into Quick Recovery to again increase our healing received, which synergizes with Orc, giving us like a 60% increased healing received. The CP is not perfect, but this is what I have. If you feel like you know more, then you go ahead and change it for your liking. I'll show you the buff stats one more time. So you have 4,000 weapon damage, 4,400 with the weapon enchant buff, 2,600 stem recovery, around 2,000 magic recovery fully buffed, and that's about it, guys. So if you enjoyed the video and if you found this helpful, let me know. If you use the build and you do well with it, let me know. This build is meant for Battlegrounds, but it could work in open world due to the insane amount of speed it has. As you can see here, it's pretty fast. Due to the fact that we're in a lot of medium armor, we have Major Expedition, and we're an Orc. So all that synergizes well together. As well as the fact that we have an insane amount of healing with a crazy amount of recoveries. leaving us to be very self-efficient, fast, and dealing actually a decent amount of damage. So that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.